People, alright then. I have a few comments for answer to, because me think say it's very fair that I answer to some of these comments and questions that you ask me. See, we can't just overlook them because I know how important it is that you wouldn't, if you didn't want to answer, you wouldn't ask the question. So me, as me say, it's just one phone, so I have to just transfer. We want to transfer the information off of the phone to a piece of paper or something, and then we can use the phone, same phone, to do the recording. See, I still do have a camera from this person that sent me in England. I just, I just get so used to the phone, accessible and everything. But the time will come when start using that video camera, when I have the right people around me to videotape my work. As the them don't know, so that I'm doing it all by myself, and have the proper people around me who have vision to see. I have to give much rating to all them guys on that in a trench town, all them other guys who's doing them vlogs. I see them helping people, seeing. Yeah, I was just speaking to Mr. McGiven about one of them, a Trixie Boss, a Joe Jigsy Boss, something like that, and Kino, all these other guys. Much love and much respect. We'll start off with Melissa. Alright, Melissa said, but yes, she asked if brick would be better, Yes, the bricks is better. They are more solid. But these fancy blocks will work out fine for me. That is my situation, right? Them is what me have at hand. So thanks, Melissa. Alright, the bricks better, them solider. But this is the fancy block is what me have at hand. Seeing, and you already see me filling all the extra holes and space and thing. Alright, so patty cake, patty cake, thanks very much and welcome. Alright, patty cake, you see her comment and thing, and she said thanks for sharing the videos and things like that. Yeah, so me said her thanks in return, much love and welcome. Maxine Corniff, blessed. Alright, Maxine asked about the washing machine and the stoves and things like that at active. Seeing, so but my answer is no, they not always include tax. You ask if tax upon them. No, they're not putting a tax upon it. The raw fee, money where you see there, adjust to the material, then after that tax added. So it's more expensive than what you see in there. And yes, they do nationwide delivery and they sell online too. Alright? So Dawn Stevens, she asked about if it was the cheapest way to use the fancy block or the brick. See, so I made these fancy blocks some times ago. If you go down on my vlogs, you will see them. Alright? Met them for a neighbor who in return didn't bother to buy them from me. She goes somewhere else and buy them, seeing. And so them come in very handy to me. It's a good thing. Even though I still can make more, can I have the mold. And yes, you will see the end product of this development of this house, this kitchen, this living room. Alright? We get the bedroom and the bathroom to a certain height, so we can say it's a done deal. I just a few more little steps to go with that. Seeing, and we can do that in the meantime, I do other things. Seeing? Alright, so Barbara Glover said the stove price, she asked about the stove prices. How much is the stoves? The stove prices are varied, depends on what you want, what kind of rigidness, what kind of stove you want, seeing. And then sometimes you can always, because we have pawn shop down here now. I know a pawn shop is on Constant Spring Road. And you can find used stoves there, used refrigerator there that will not cost you the full price. Even if you go downtown, you will find these. Understand me? But a brand new stove at active is in the range of the 100,000, which you can basically say $1,000 US. Make it easy, don't? Yeah, and the space. Now man, the space in the kitchen, all the space in the kitchen, I put my stove and my refrigerator. That's the whole reason for me building the kitchen in the barber. So the stove space I feel there, no matter where me I go on with or where me I do it. And the fridge space, it I feel there. And the countertop, I feel there. Yeah, blessed. So Sean Virgile. I asked about the black dog. The black dog, they stole the black dog. Yeah, Andrew Brown said if you leave Bobo alone, make Bobo bark, and me can't see Bobo. So if you just leave Bobo alone, make him doing work, cause he might protect me and the place. And the investment. Saying if it wasn't Bobo, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing. That's how much me love Bobo, and Bobo know what he's doing very much. Very well, thanks. Yeah, alright my people, so thanks again, thanks very much. Please drop me a line and a comment down below. Tell me what you think, you understand me, what you see, what you want to know, understand me. Blessed love again, thanks. And please remember, say I always can use a donation, always. So please send out a donation when you can, if you can, right now. If you can, do it now. Today is the day that the Most High God Almighty has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. See in peace and love. Boom shot. Alright my people, so thank them again. Please watch this video that we are about to upload, that I am about to upload. Alright? And have a good time. Blessed love. Daniel Marshall on the infrastructure. Work. Boom shot. Aye. Okay, blessed love. You know, so we're not up on the job anymore, right? I don't know if it was your idea or your sister's idea to get us off of the job for some reason or the other, but you know, I'm not gonna wrestle with the thought or anything or the idea or the reason. What I can say, we as workmen, we have issues, at least coming from so far to your house. We don't have a problem with it. We usually have a car, we have a problem with the car, the taxi and the stuff, as you already know. We meet up on difficulty and issue on the road several times. The car stall up on the roadway. We still work to and get it out. We eventually end up licking off a bike man off a bike Monday coming from your house, and it's a good thing we did get that that little deposit, so we was able to pay the bike man, give him my money quietly now, because the car and all that straight. It license and everything, but you know, no insurance, and I don't know how Roy stay with the police. I don't know him as a taxi driver and stuff like that. So we don't know what kind of issue, what kind of back issue him have with that. The one thing we know is him try all the best to get away from police stopping him. Alright? So alright, here's a diagram of the house, your house and the balcony, which is here, as you can see. This is where we was going to put the staircase, as you know. Alright, you talk about a staircase. All of these things should have been done before we even take the job, before we even price the job. All of them things are supposed to be done, so we can know exactly where we are dealing with, and you can know exactly where you are dealing with, what kind of money, and we can know all of these things. Alright, now I'm going to explain some of the work to you so you can understand. Even though you might not choose to make me work on it, but at least you will have a diagram and you will have an understanding of what I go on. These here, so you see the columns them. See the columns them. So you already have a balcony, you already have a basement under this, which we have to build up to before we start put on the balcony. Alright, you see you want that step. This is where we was going to put the step, and this is how I was going to build the step in a farm way like. Reason for me cut it aside like that, because we don't want to carry the same space, so you have a small space. To be very hard for access the staircase to go up here, so because you need space. Maybe you need space. You're gonna need space. You know, if you always a squeeze up on the camera, realize that you guys are big-bodied woman. Alright, blessed love. Give thanks for that. Alright. That's what the staircase was going to be. This column, we say we was going to put two columns here, so these side type on the existing house. See, and that's the reason why I was going to put these columns. Understand me? We could put more in there so in the middle, but not really necessary to put any more in the middle here. So we just want to make sure so these columns tying to the existing house. See, and these columns here, so because even the ground we have to do compacting the ground same way as we take dirt from here. We have to use the dirt to pack around some of it. See, as you already know, you're building on a dump land. I know that you're supposed to know this. See, so some time ago you're gonna have to build a retainer wall down at the edge, down at so. You know where the mango tree end up for go down, because you know even without a good terrain or rain, you know, every time the rain fall, you take away the dirt from the top from here, so a little bit at a time, and it may take years to take it away at a time, understand me, until it get to where it want to get to, where it gets stronger, where all of a sudden with the right amount of rain and much as rainy season, it just take with everything. So anyway, so we have to be careful over our build. Plus you have a manual. I'm gonna go down to the foundation, because this is the foundation I'm here, so see, so this is the column I'm here talk about. Here's another column we would have put right this the staircase. Here's another column here. So this what you see here, so is a step up. But all of this is in line, straight, so but if I make the inline straight, it just all look like this. You're now gonna see the step up. But we have to step up the foundation where I cast it. When we come up here, so you have the sewer manhole, yes sir. See, we're gonna run right over it. Both of the manhole we're gonna run over. This sewer manhole we cannot put in a wrong position, because it run the manhole, the top of the manhole. Let me explain, let me do a better explanation. The top of the manhole come to the edge of it, one edge of it run right against with steel, right against where we are lay with steel to the foundation. So what we have to do now, we have to bend the steel around it. Seeing? To carry through. But that not say we now get a straight raw block. Because remember, so the manhole cast up same way, you know. It's a two manhole, it's a sewer manhole, and this is the wastewater manhole. And we have to run all the way over them. This wastewater manhole now, the edge of this edge, we kind of make the diagram wrong, I think, because this manhole, this wastewater manhole, the edge of it come right here, so right at this point is where the edge of it. I'm kind of sorry about that. I should have started doing it from yesterday when we dep on the job. I don't know, from Tuesday I wanted them there, but you know, time, I won't have the time for really stop write it out. As you know, just me and one worker. I have Roy, we not carrying a labor out there, because you know we not on a transportation. So even if you could have pay a man a $2,000 to come with me, see, we have to make sure so we give him more, because bus fare and them things, then the car and our work and gas money and anything. So really it's the best for you provide the laborer. The reason for this now, and that is one of the reasons why we stop at the bar and drink, because we're coming into a neighborhood, come doing work. And the likes of we don't know, say other workman in there, the tradesman in there. They must know, they must feel away the same way, you know. Yeah. So if you hire a few of them now, 1, 2 of them, and them knows, alright, no worry man. You hire 2 of the man, them around and say, nothing wrong with that. Give thanks to that. We love our same way. See, but when you go ahead and hire a pure stranger, the builder man them and the laborer man them in the community I start feel away. We the builders who come in the neighborhood we have to know. So that's the reason, one of the reasons why you see me stop at the bar and spend the money, get familiar with people them, understand me, make the bartender feel good. She might live in the area to see when she deal with the mankind to maybe fear one or fear man or fear son or fear cousin or whatever. Maybe one of them might be volatile man in the neighborhood, you know, that passion down a whole heap of things. See, it's all about sacrifice. See, so like me say, we're building over the manholes then. So this manhole gonna be coming here. So about probably up at this, yeah, up at this area the manhole them there. At the front area. Both the sewer and the wastewater. So we have to run, and the next thing again is not your responsibility, but I'm not gonna say it. But in time, we would have to take the time to build up a bending table with the bending iron, so we can bend iron them, bend the steel them to all one, bend them. Seeing, we just already bend the steel them to where we can get it in there, and we never finished with them because we only put on. We never build up. We couldn't build up the steel cage, you know. This matting we use for the foundation, for laying the foundation trench then. We couldn't just build it by going and put it in because of all the place and the position steel. We step up them and the manhole and them things there. Understand me? So we just bend them to a certain dimension as much as we could. You understand me? Because remember, so we still don't have a bending iron, we can perfectly bend them. So we just bend them to a certain dimension and we say, alright, and then we put them in there. Seeing, we bend the stirrups them, which is a hook down the bottom piece, and we like this. We tie them together. Seeing, we go ahead and we put them in, and we lay two of them. We had another piece of
we have another piece of steel, long steel for laying in the middle, which we was going to use to lay the black studs on. See, because there are some studs that we're going to set in the concrete down there, so we can lay the blacks on. This steel also was going to lay the column pieces, the studs around. See, it have to all these studs have to be laid in one straight line like that. See, which we would get in because we have to, before we start cutting the wall, the side walls, the side piece that come to the long piece that come on there. We have to make sure say all of that is right so we can lay the rest of steels on it. The rest of steel kits, steel matting then. Steel matting. Right? We was going to lay them on top of this one on the front. So we're just working to get everything right. So when we start, we just boom and put in and cast it up. Boom.
See, but that was our, we can't just tie it up and put it in because it's too hard to put in, because you have to twist it and turn it, you adjust it, to get around the manhole them and the difficulties, the step up on them things then. You understand me? So you don't have to worry about the work, we have to meditate and penetrate the work certain way. So you know something where we can just run, go do. So I develop, and like I say, we just know say where I come and we work on the roof then. We done everything already line up on the roof. All we have to do is just come work. No. So the foundation part where we are set together, it have to be set right. So and in a rush, you can't just rush through it. You have to take time. We don't know the difficulties we are going through, and something we can't complicate them. We have to go through them one at a time. So I think that's it about it, good amount about it. So you're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. You can put more in there, more in here if you want, or here if you want, on this side on the existing house if you want. Seeing, but what I was going to do right over here on this side on the basement, I was going to put a door, make a door here so you can access it from this side. If you come around this side or come around this side of the house, you can access the basement from here, from the back part. Seeing? Yeah. And then up here is your lowest point, so up here is the best point to put the step or the staircase, and it wouldn't be much more than about 4 threads because it's the lower part. Down here is the higher part that you have, so we'll put the door down here. So seeing? Once you get that, once we get this platform up, because remember, so we are cast, we have to put farm board together. A whole heap of time it take, we put all them runners in and the joists and we prop it up on them thing then. It's a whole heap of time and work to put it in, believe me. The developing stage, even with this diagram that you see me put here, is just a developing stage, it's the first step. Because as we go along working and doing the work, we're going to see that there is more things that we have to do to it, add to it to get it really strong. One other thing, if you use us or if anybody else you're using, again, right, try to make them, because when you reach at this point where you see you have the manholes, yeah, you make sure that the workman or tradesman drill the steels them down into the concrete, right, both for the manhole and on top of the the sewer and the wastewater. The reason for drill it is kind of anchoring the building, so the root of the building a shift where I move from you too much, because since these foundation already under the earth, the manhole foundation and the pit, the sewer, you can't even use them as a strength, you know. Why not? You better use them, because you know you're gonna have I think two of these columns gonna fall on top of it, on top of the manhole. These two. This one fall into the dirt down at the lower section, and this one all around here. So I have to try to stone it, pack it with stone and dirt all around here. So at the end of the day, when we end up, it don't move. Your sister, she talks something about we throw the sand or the dirt, you know, some. So if you even can see me, I already started a diagram, a layout of the existing house. You see, in this part of the house, so you already have the slab upon it. So, and here says where, you know, you did want us to start the slab on this side, but not until when we finish the veranda, or at least bring up the veranda to this developed stage. Seeing, but me just hurriedly and rush go through it, which kind of explain certain things, so we can get the veranda on where you want us to build, where you can get it to the back end. But really do bear in mind that you're gonna have to put a retainer wall, a strong retainer wall down here. So, seeing, believing, because remember, you have to secure the dirt here, okay, so the sand, the dump sand, you have to secure it. See, so you need a retainer wall down. As a matter of fact, a house like this in some other area, they would have two retainer walls. In this area where we come from, where you them have to build these houses this way. It's two retainer walls, one way down at the bottom and one come up top. Tie them up so you don't lose your dirt, you don't lose your land space. You see me? Alright, so blessed love, hope me help you with that and help you with this. And sorry about it, I never really properly work out with us. Seeing, yeah, but I just saw things as part of life still. Seeing, and I hope you make all the right choices that you make, and hope that you get your house developed. Alright? Blessed love, boom shot. Take care, more prosperity, and I really do hope you get things work out. Alright? Bless up, Jaja love.
This is a Covenant Radicals. Hope you're doing fine in the best of health, and at the same time giving praise to the Most High. God bless.
Life would be better if we have peace and unity. I can see life would be better if we have love and harmony. And I know life would be better if we just
my friend, here I go now, just for your assurance. See, this is my house plan. Alright, this is the roof. Alright, this is somewhat part of the floor plan, blueprint diagram. And me put all of this together. It's gonna feel no way. Alright, give me a second. Alright, we can go ahead and try to explain about the floor plan on my house, the roof, before we put on the slab and everything. Me did, as I already said, the way me did this just so me can count out how much steel me did gonna need for going ahead. Seeing, I'm gonna do it all by myself, piece by piece. Seeing, so me have a general idea how much it gonna cost if you get the steel and everything, even with the floor. Understand me? When we do it. So a lot of people don't know and don't see certain things and certain wisdom we put into developing our house and thing. Seeing, because me just a build like a squabble. Real talk. Me know so me need a general floor plan for know where I want me to put. Seeing, you see this? This is where me put the veranda. In here so is a bathroom here where you look on right so. Seeing, so you can have an idea till me have to go ahead and change everything. See, the master bedroom is still in the same position as it is in right now, just as that. See, but only thing we put up another existing wall here, so. Alright, where we can I'm gonna find a reason on how to fit maybe a desk or something there. Alright, and you can see me write out things about steel and type beam and belt course and we're gonna need and all them things, see? Yeah, so just to give you more confidence to make you know, say, I know what me I do and how to do the thing. And me carry a person, a man with me, as you already know, them have their head strong. Understand me? It's the same type of man me I deal with. And if you working with a person like my friend Roy, you understand, you know, who is very kind of friendly and, you know, kind of maybe want every woman him see, him try to look them until him end up trying to look one bartender. Same place over there, get to find out, say, the girl I'm cousin, and if she never take the time to ask him, what's your name, sir? And him tell her, Roy Morrison. And she said, Morrison? Where you people then come from? Him start explain. Same family then come out of man. Alright, so even the staircase, just in case staircase, see there? Me have to develop it up piece by piece, you know, exactly how much threads me have put in it, how much steel me have put in it, where me gonna land it, how me gonna land it, forget it set in. Me not just put it up on the house, you know. See that? See staircase, hey Bubba. Alright, me not just put it up on the stairs, you know. I have to know exactly where me I put it, where it all land, how it all land. Me end up till me realize say it all end up. Me have to go land it over here so. So I have to go build something else different, separate from the house. So that's why I say I have to take the time to build this like a small part of a slab here, so seeing so I can support the staircase to come over with there. So I have to set up them columns there. When I set up the columns, then people, even the retainer wall, if they had them, can see me have to set up the retainer wall because a bare zinc that it did have done as well. And it never stable. Everything that go down on a gully little by little. So I have to make sure so that even the columns them, I have to realize that I have to make some thick columns. I have to strengthen them stronger still, but if you go down there and look on the retainer wall, columns them really rigid strong, because what I did really want to do is put on stone wall, build stone wall down there, yeah. Alright, so I have to end up build this part of thing here to sustain the staircase. See, I have to plan it out, I have to think it out. This window here, I have to know it to fall right on the bottom here, so I have to know everything right there before me even start.
Aim high, sky high, up in the sky. My confidence is so high. Can't knock the food off of the Rasta man play. I am not ashamed to aim high. Just said don't be afraid to aim high. Keep your eyes up on high and don't you lose your prize. And then set your goals them up high. You should never be ashamed to aim high. You'd set your goals them up high. Don't the nigga go and talk them up, them big mouth for talk, but not the end is everything to Rasta high. But mind the people them the love to see you try. The more the love to see you lay down and die. And all in their mind that them alone for try. And all you know forget no blind. So just spread your wings and soar high, like an eagle up in the sky. And tell the dirt to low like bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. I am not ashamed to aim high. Just said don't be afraid to aim high. Keep your eyes up on high and don't you lose your prize. And then set your goals them up high. You should never be ashamed to aim high. You'd set your goals them up high. Don't the nigga go and talk them up, them big mouth for talk, but not the end is everything to Rasta high. A clean liberty, yeah, that we a check for. And we no want a dirty life come bout ya. Cause man have ambition and we a champion. Rise up to your potential. The world is cultured in to beat down the poor man. In a conflict for survival. Tell them no conflict with the lion. Cause man I work hard towards Mount Zion. I am not ashamed to aim high. Just said don't be afraid to aim high. Keep your eyes up on high and don't you lose your prize. And then set your goals them up high. You should never be ashamed to aim high. You'd set your goals them up high. Dirty nigga go and talk, them have them big mouth for talk, but not the end is everything to Rasta. Put up your hands if you're not afraid for aim high. Nobody put them down, raise them up high. No take no intimidation, no put your trust in a man, trust in a Jah, and be Mount Zion. Clean up your heart and clean liberty, yes sir. And then you shoot off like a rocket to Rasta. You could be a doctor or a teacher, or a musician just like Yashua. I am not ashamed to aim high. Just say don't be afraid to aim high. Keep your eyes up on high and don't you lose your prize. And then set your goals them up high. You should never be ashamed to aim high. You'd set your goals them up high.